Tonight, more alarming COVID numbers. 60 new cases are confirmed Thursday. A non-national is fined for breaching COVID-19 protocols. And local Calypsonians Lady Lean and Papa Vader mourn the passing of Calypso icon Singing Sandra.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Lovelies and Amy Davis.
Good night. It is Thursday, the 28th of January, 2021. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. I'm Lovely St. Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. St. Lucia has now passed the 1,000 mark when it comes to the overall number of COVID cases confirmed on island. The Ministry of Health received confirmation of 60 new cases of COVID-19. All of the 60 cases are St. Lucia nationals who range in ages 4 to 76 years old. They are from Castries, Soufrière, Anse-Thoré, Vieux-Fort, Gros-Islet, Dennery, Babonneau, Micoud, and Choiseul. Confirmation was also received of the recovery of 30 individuals diagnosed with COVID-19, bringing the total number of active cases in country to date to 491. Currently, one of the active cases is in critical care at the respiratory hospital, and all of the others are stable. The new cases now bring the total number of cases diagnosed in country to date to 1,029. The St. Lucia Tourism Authority is addressing the incident involving an unruly non-national who became verbally abusive to law enforcement after being approached for breaching COVID-19 protocol. The SLTA's Public Relations Manager, Geraint Georges, says no one is above the law and this applies to locals and non-nationals alike.
Police officers attached to the Gros-Islet police station have formally arrested and charged a female in relation to alleged breaches of the COVID-19 protocols. In a press statement sent out on Thursday morning, the press office of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force detailed the arrest. The statement read, quote, "About 11 a.m. on Wednesday, January 27, 2021, at Pigeon Island, Gros-Islet, a female non-national was approached by peace officers, COVID wardens, after they observed that she was not adhering to the mask-wearing requirement in a public place. The officers reported that she was cautioned to do so, but refused, proceeding to hurl expletives at them. She was taken into custody for the refusal to adhere to the enacted laws. The female in question has been identified as Joanna Koivuokto, a 30-year-old national of Finland residing at Gros-Islet. She has been charged with the offenses of swearing or using abusive or indecent language in public place, contrary to Section 508 of the Criminal Code Chapter 3.01 of the Revised Laws of St. Lucia 2013, and failing to wear a mask or suitable covering over the nose or mouth in public, contrary to Section 21A, subsection 1 of the COVID-19 Prevention and Control Act, number 9 of 2020. She is currently in police custody awaiting a bail hearing. On Thursday morning, Communications Manager of the St. Lucia Tourism Authority, Geraint Georges, chimed in on the matter, stating that no one, not even tourists, are exempt from the laws.
We've always indicated in our correspondence as it relates to visitors to St. Lucia, when they are on island, all of the protocols applicable to a St. Lucian resident, St. Lucian national, is applicable to a visitor, unless they're following the protocols as per the COVID-certified properties. So when the police take the necessary action, and with the help of the wardens as well, take the necessary action as it relates to enforcing the wearing of masks, physical distancing, and all of the protocols that apply, I mean, we have no choice but to support it. At the end of the day, we are going through a crisis situation. There are measures that were recently put in place to help to reduce any possible spread on island. And so anybody who is on island, be it local or be it visitor, that applies to you, and the personal responsibility is on you to ensure that you too follow the protocols.
The RSLPF wishes to continue to encourage persons to adhere to the regulations as the fight against COVID-19 continues. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Rochelle Gonzalez.
Thank you, Rochelle. Tourism Minister Dominic Fede has addressed concerns that the strict protocols that guide what St. Lucian citizens can and cannot do not apply as stringently to tourists. There are some who believe that when it comes to the tourism sector, too many allowances are made for tourists with little to no repercussions in instances where they flout protocols. Speaking on the show Constituency Vibes, Minister Fede, who is also the chairman of the COVID-19 Command Center, addressed concerns that there is a double standard.
There could be nothing further from the truth. What we have done is we have invited individuals to our country, and we have reduced what is known as the St. Lucian tourism product. So the guests, for example, presently in the current protocols, they cannot go to the volcano, for example. They cannot go to the Castries Market. They cannot rent a car. They cannot go to the Grosley. They cannot go into our communities. There are a lot of restrictions that we have not allowed. There are a lot of restrictions in them coming, and there are a lot of freedoms that we have not allowed the guests to do. In some destinations, they allow them to roam freely after staying for 4 days, and they do a second test. But we have said no. We have made it clear in our promise to them that you're coming, you're going to the hotel, and you're only allowed to leave the hotel under managed circumstances. So you can go on those tours that are approved. If we believe that there's a particular tour that brings our population at risk, we certainly don't. And what we have done is we have trained thousands of hotel employees to be able to deal with positive COVID cases.
He insisted that the tourism sector is getting no special treatment that puts its stakeholders above the law. However, he says some of the issues are sensitive given that livelihoods are at stake.
We have taken action against a number of tourists, a number of tourism establishments. We have taken the strongest action you can possibly imagine. In fact, one of our hotels are presently closed based on the orders and the instruction of the government. But we understand that that same hotel would have provided jobs for over 700 St. Lucians, and several small businesses as well. And so what we don't want to do is to make that hotel's business public when that hotel is in fact cooperating and doing the necessary thing for us to stem the health situation.
Minister Fede has argued that frontline workers at the respiratory hospital deal with COVID-19 cases on a regular basis but do not contract the virus because they follow protocols. He says if all members of the public would follow the COVID-19 protocols, COVID-19 spread would be curbed. Stay with us. Still to come, vendors selling from trays near the CDC are outraged after the CCC informs that for the next 10 days, there shall be no vending. The Chief Medical Officer warns St. Lucians to brace for the brunt of the current COVID-19 wave. And local Calypso icons Lady Lean and Papa Veda weigh in on the loss of Calypso legend Singing Sandra.